Today on Meal Wars, we are abusing vegetables, testing blenders, and making gazpacho. Hi, I'm Drew, and welcome to Meal Wars. Look at this guy. Isn't he cute? I feel like I have to dress him up because he honestly costs more than my first car. This is sort of a special occasion for him because he doesn't get to wear his tux very often. Because there is nothing we like better on a warm summer evening than a nice cold cup of tangy, fresh, vibrant gazpacho. And this guy was made for that. Now, what many of us, myself included, tend to think of as gazpacho is sort of this tomatoey, cucumbery, peppery cup of awesomeness. But in actuality, when gazpacho originated in Spain, tomatoes hadn't even been brought there yet. Then you got heathens like me that come along and throw out the bread, which used to be an integral part of the dish. So there are many different versions of this, and some of them are more authentic than others. I have other variations that I'd love to share with you in the future, but today, I want to concentrate on what I picture when I think of gazpacho. It's incredibly simple, and guests always seem pretty impressed when you serve it. Well, yeah, it's incredibly simple, but what isn't when you have unlimited funds for the equipment to make it? Sure, this awesome blender can whip these ingredients together in no time, but what about people who can't afford a $400 blender? What do? Well, fret not, all 5 of you meal warriors out there. I got your back. I went to Goodwill. Oh yeah, and for the bargain price of $8, I purchased this thing. Yeah, that's right. A blender that's probably older than my mom. We're gonna make this with both of these bad boys and see how close we can get to the same result. So strap in and get comfortable, because the battle of the boomer blender is on Meal Wars. All right, let's get prepped for gazpacho. The first thing we're gonna need, surprise, is a whole bunch of vegetables, which lucky for you, I happen to have. And we start our vegetable abuse with 3 of these good-sized beefsteak tomatoes. I hope you're not too squeamish because we are gonna have to core these guys. So just cut around the inside like so and give them a rough chop and you're good to go. Then we have 1 red bell pepper. Just gut that sucker, rip its insides out, chop it up. No need for any other torture. We're going to save that for the cucumber. For the re-education of our cucumber, we're going to peel it, scrape its insides out, and roughly chop it up into little pieces that can't be identified with dental records. As much as we do enjoy it, though, there's no need to be a hero chopping any of these things. The blender's going to do most of the work. Speaking of blenders, in this corner, in his vegetable pulverizing glory, we have the reigning champion, Mr. Fancy McBlender Pants. And in the other corner, we have the Art Deco machine-age stylings of our scrappy little challenger, the General Electric Boomer 3000. I do love the look of this blender. It would fit so perfectly into like a Mrs. Maisel retro dream kitchen. While it's definitely underpowered, I do think there's a chance that for this use case, this blender may just perform pretty close to our champion over here. The only real drawback I see is the size of the jar, which is quite a bit smaller and might be a bottleneck. We might have to resort to making our gazpacho in little boomer batches. On with our vegetable mangling. And as you can see, the small jar is almost full with just the tomatoes in the challenger. So let's just process this and see where we get. Yeah, I'm giving it a little shake. Gotta shake it till you make it sometimes, right? That's pretty impressive. It's not bad for something that's like twice my age. Oh, look at that guy go. Those vegetables never even knew what hit them. It just sucked them right in. Not bad. That's pretty impressive. Now let's add our supporting ingredients and make this into some real gazpacho. As always, the full recipe is in the description and also on MealWars.com. First up is half a videlia onion. You can use any onion you like, but I recommend sticking with the sweeter and milder varieties like a videlia. A red onion, for instance, would probably be a little bit on the harsh side. Next, 1 shallot, cruelly minced up into tiny little pieces. And then 1 garlic clove. And I'm gonna press that with my trusty garlic press. The traditional vinegar for this is a sherry vinegar, and we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of that. I like a little more brightness than just a sherry vinegar, so we're also gonna add 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar. And to make it even brighter than that, we're going to add 1 tablespoon of fresh lime juice. And yes, fresh means fresh. Please do not pollute your gazpacho with that concentrated crap from the supermarket. Next up, we have 2.5 cups of tomato juice. Oh, we're getting a little full there. You think we're going to make it? And last but not least, 1/4 cup of olive oil. We are just making it there. Think of what could happen. Do you think we'll spray veggie spooge all over the studio? You see the kind of edge-of-the-seat suspense we cook up here on Meal Wars? You just can't find that anywhere else, folks. Well, all right, the moment of truth is here. And here goes the Vitamix. And now here we go. Everybody take cover. I'm probably going to regret this. Hey, it's staying in. Hey, all right. It looks like the crisis has been averted. But I do see some little chunks in there that I don't see in the Vitamix. Hopefully our tasters like a little more texture in their gazpacho. We'll have to find out. In the meantime, let's plate this up or bowl it up or whatever it is we do. All right, so we are here for the tasting, and this is my lovely wife, Heather, and my son, Mason, and hopefully they're going to like what we prepared today. Well, Mason, at least maybe he'll pretend to like it. I don't know. We'll see.
I think it's going to be too spicy.
You think?
Gazpacho with all the vegetables. Can you handle all the vegetables? I think. This is way too healthy. Are you going to like this? You're 5. Do you like healthy?
I don't know, guys.
I guess we'll see if it's kid approved or not.
All right, well, go for it. Have at it. Give it a try.
And these are 2 different gazpachos.
Yeah, both of these
prepared.
Are different. Both of these are different.
But
This is one side of the experiment. No. It's a mystery until the end. Okay. This is one side of the experiment, and this is the other.
Ooh, okay. Yay! I love mysteries.
All right, let's see what we think, Mason. Here we go. Ooh, that is like really smooth. It's almost sweet, but not too sweet. It's a smooth bursting of all the vegetables, flavor. Is it spicy?
No.
You don't think that's too spicy?
Wow.
Really? Wow.
That's a first.
I like the texture on it because it's like almost more like a tomato soup rather than like a salsa with all the chunky vegetables in it.
Right.
I like that one.
In that case, you might want to try it up against this one and see what you think with that. See how the textures match.
Okay. All right, Mason, you first. Dig in.
All of the sweetness blows apart.
It blows apart.
Wow.
All right.
Sweetness
Cool.
blows apart.
That sounds complimentary to me.
In my mouth.
All in your mouth. Okay. Let's try bowl number 2.
All right. On to bowl number 2.
Definitely has a chunkier texture.
Does it? Yeah. Thought I saw a chunk or 2 in there.
I think it has more than 2.
More than 2?
That joke. That joke is...
This is pretty good. I like the vegetables. I can taste them all. It's bursting, but it's not as coming together and smooth as this first one. This one seems more, I don't want to say blended, but it's more mixed together in a way.
It's a blended family of vegetables, and this is a dysfunctional family of vegetables.
Yes, I can taste their dissonance.
What is that?
Between each
What
vegetable.
Is that?
There's little tenuous relationships.
What is that? What is that?
That is a cucumber. It's garnish, is what it is.
Can
It's
I
garnish. If you want to.
It does make it look fancy, though.
Spicy?
Did you put a little oil, like olive oil?
I drizzled olive oil like a fancy person.
Ooh, look at you.
Yes.
Spicy?
And olive oil?
No, that is not spicy. That is not spicy.
So
All
which
right.
one's spicier?
Yeah, is one spicier than the other, you think, or are they about the same? They should be about the same, because I didn't add any hot sauce to this, which, by the way, a lot of people add to gazpacho, and we didn't do that because I was going to give some to this guy right here.
Not kid friendly. Yeah, he'll taste it. So
So-
which one do you like the best then, Mason, out of these two?
I say both.
Both?
Both.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to go with this one just because it's smoother and more like together, and it's just
I say
All
like
right.
a nice tomato
So
soup almost.
bad news, folks. You need a $400 blender then. Sorry. No.
Oh.
Yeah. You know.
That was the fancy
That
one?
was the fancy one. That was the fancy one. So,
sorry.
you know, just drop everything, you know, give up on buying food for a
Yes.
while and just get
Save
a
your
$400
mortgage
blender.
And just get a, Vitamix? What are
Yeah,
they?
the Vitamix.
Vitamix.
Yeah.
No Goodwill.
Yeah. No.
A very old one.
The kids don't seem to mind the old one, though. So, if you're just pleasing, you know, a 5-year-old, maybe you do with a $5 blender.
Maybe. Thank you for joining us today. And if you like what you've seen, please give this video a like because it'll really help us get the video out there. We have a ton of awesome stuff planned, and I really hope you'll join us for it. And I hope that you'll subscribe to Meal Wars, because we are trying to build an army of meal warriors here, and we need all the help we can get. So thank you again, and see you next time.
See you next time.
Subscribe!